Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
Boy out of my boots, hop in the whip and go vroom. Nigga thought down, I go boom. I won't even break a sweat. I'ma just call him my.
So today we are here in my bed. Welcome. Take that back. I'm really cold. I just want this to be more of a chill, laid back video. I feel like all my videos kind of are, but. So today we are doing the long awaited high school advice video. I get requests to do this video all the time. I get comments pretty often saying they thought I was like 12 years old, but I'll actually be 17 this year. So I got 2 more years of high school, but I think I can give some good advice. I'm actually not going to public school. I do online, but I think I still have I wrote down some things on paper, I know, right? On things that I think you guys should keep in mind throughout the school year. Some of these are a little deeper than others, but I'm just gonna start off with the ones that are kind of basic and just things that'll help you get through the year. You don't need all the school supplies that they require you to get. You don't need 50,000 binders. You don't need 10 packs of crayons. You don't need 3 packs of scissors. Literally, all I used last school year was 1 binder, 1 pencil. Yeah, you really don't need as much as they tell you to get. That's really extra and a waste of money. So really just get what you know you're gonna use. I did not use much. I didn't use any folders. You can get a few folders if you want to be organized, but me personally, I just used 1 binder and a pencil. They always have notebook paper for you already. So yeah, don't worry about all that extra stuff. The next tip I want to give you is to get enough sleep. I know this can be really tough, especially if maybe you do a sport or some type of activity after school. It can be hard to fit that in with your homework and then going to sleep at a decent time, but I definitely recommend you guys get some sleep. It's a lot easier to get to sleep if you're not on your phone. Your phone's gonna keep you up, obviously. My favorite thing to do to go to bed, well, I have a diffuser, so I'll diffuse some like relaxing oils, but then I'll also get off my phone and I'll play some like thunderstorm sounds. Those make me go to sleep in less than 10 minutes every night. I don't know what it is. They help me sleep so much better. I'll just play like a 10-hour rain sounds effect and I go to sleep instantly. Rest is very important, okay? You gotta wake up early. You got things to do, places to be, people to interact with that maybe you don't want to, but like you need some rest, okay, sweetie? The next tip I have for you is to not procrastinate. I'm being a complete hypocrite saying this because I procrastinated all the time. I'll study for tests the day before, if we're being honest, the night before even. We've all been there. Of course you don't want to study. Most of these tests are irrelevant. I definitely recommend you study for your tests, okay? Not just memorize. That's not actually gonna help you. I know you don't want to learn the information. I know it's probably useless. You might want to actually do some research on what your test is about and learn what you guys are having a test about or just focusing on in class. You never know, they might switch up the test or make the questions more in depth, and if you just memorize 1 word, sweetie, that's an L. The next tip I wanted to give you guys is to make at least 1 friend in every class. Making friends can be tough, I know, especially if you're an introvert. Like, you don't want to just be going up to people. If you expect to make friends and you're just sitting in the corner, the resting bitch phase, looking like you don't want to talk to anyone with your arms crossed, no one wants to talk to you, okay? You look intimidating. Be aware of what your face is doing. Your body language can expose a lot about you, actually. So, you know, just try to not fake confidence, but just look, you know, open, like you want people to talk to you. Once again, you can't expect everyone to just come up to you, especially if they don't know you. So, you know, just go up to people, introduce yourself, make some new friends. You know, it's good to have at least 1 person you can talk to in every class to ask questions, so you don't have to ask the teacher every 10 seconds, and just so you can feel more comfortable. So my next tip goes along with the last thing I said. You can ask questions. Don't feel stupid for asking questions. I know when I was in actual school last year, when people ask questions, I was pretty impressed that they, you know, were confident enough to be able to ask a question in front of the class, and it looks like they actually want to learn. I asked a lot of questions, especially in math. I always got help in math. Don't feel like you're too cool to ask questions. It's better that than to be completely lost. The next tip I have for you is to stay organized. I recommend you keep the little tabs in your binders or of a different folder for every subject. A whole binder for every subject is like a lot. You need a big ass book bag for that. If that works for you, do that. But I definitely recommend you stay organized because losing papers, especially ones that you really need, can suck because then you gotta ask for another one. Sometimes you don't even get an extra. Just stay organized. It's gonna help you a lot. It will reduce your stress level throughout the school year. The next tip I have for you is to not be a part of the drama. Instead, to just sit back and observe. Drama can be very, what's the word? Intriguing. We all want to know what's going on. Just sit back and observe on the drama instead of getting into it, because that's exactly what people want. That's the energy they feed on, is drama, which is pretty sad. Just don't get into drama. People are just gonna know you you as like that one girl that is always in drama and no one wants to be known as that person. The next tip I have for you is don't walk into school with a goal of wanting to be liked by everyone. Go into school being yourself. Don't try to be someone that you're not. How you act and what you put out is gonna attract a certain type of people. Don't try to be fake, because they're gonna have to try to keep that up all year to try to keep the same friends. That just sounds draining. You know that there's always this big clique of girls that are really popular and everyone wants to be a part of their little group. Just know that those are usually the most insecure people, and the only way they feel confident is by putting other people down, and no one wants to be a part of that. Nobody likes them, so just stay out of that. The next tip I have for you is not to compare yourself. Don't compare yourself to other people. We are all different people, okay? Like, we're all different, so you can't compare yourself to another person that's not you. That just doesn't even make sense. You are amazing just the way you are, and you don't need to be like anybody else to be cool or pretty or handsome. Everyone compares themselves to other people. I compare myself to other people, but it's just really unhealthy. Learn to be comfortable with yourself, because that's the best you got. Be the best version of yourself. That sounds so cliche, but it's totally true. The next tip I have is to be okay by yourself. Don't feel like you need to latch on to someone every second of the day. You're not gonna be with someone 24/7 throughout the day. You need to get used to being by yourself. It's okay to be by yourself, okay? You are a whole person by yourself. You don't need anybody else to be complete. Be confident walking down the halls by yourself if that's the case sometimes. Most people can't do that, so props to you if you're okay with being by yourself sometimes and not feeling like you always need someone else with you. So the next tip I have is to choose subjects that will actually help you with your future. If you have the choice to, don't just pick random electives and subjects that aren't beneficial for your future. So the next tip I have is to get involved, not in the wrong stuff, but get involved in school activities that your school does. Go to the games. That can help you make friends, and it's just a good way to put yourself out there. Also, if you want, maybe try a sport for yourself. Maybe you can find something that you didn't think you'd be interested in, but you may end up finding something you really enjoy. If I was in a public school, I'd definitely do a sport. I just feel like that'd be really fun. Another tip I have for you guys is to keep a planner. You can even do this on your phone, just so you remember when certain assignments are due, when you have tests coming up, certain events that are coming up in school, just so you can keep track of that, because I know I would totally forget if I didn't write it down or wasn't reminded in some way. And lastly, one of my favorite things to do when studying or doing work is listening to music. At my school, certain teachers would allow us to listen to music, other teachers wouldn't. So in math, our teacher let us listen to music. I'd always have my earbuds in. It helped me concentrate so much better. If you're not allowed to listen to music at school, at least when you're studying or doing homework at home, music just really helps me. Yeah, I think I've covered all the things I would really want you guys to know going into high school, or maybe even your second or third year of high school. You know, I want to help you guys. If you ever need to talk to someone about anything that's happening at school or just anything in general, you can always DM me and I will try my best to answer you. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have gotten to the end of this video and you have not subscribed yet, please make sure to do so. Also, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!